Hello, my name is Dr. Miranda Melcher, and I will be sharing an unusual assessment that I designed for Northern Illinois University in 2019 for an undergraduate history course titled Asia Since 1500. In this course, I used a flipped classroom model. It was an entirely asynchronous course that was done online, where students each session were given a list of curated materials through which they answered an analytical question. So you might have a question, for example, like compare what changed and what stayed the same in Southeast Asian trade routes between the late 1500s and the mid 1700s. To answer this, students were asked to read part of an academic article, watch an educational YouTube video, and maybe listen to a podcast interview. And by combining the insights from these different sources, create a response to that analytical question. To make it more unusual, these were micro assignments. So students were asked to answer this kind of question 3 times a week for 15 weeks. This was the main learning activity. There were no lectures, and students were also given the opportunity to showcase different kinds of skills in these responses. So some responses would be 300 words long. Some would be a minute of an audio recording. Some would be a diagram or a mind map of some kind. As the course went on, students were also able to choose which kind of format they wanted to use in order to develop and showcase their skills and knowledge. These micro assignments then built towards larger assignments that didn't just look at content, but also things like source analysis and annotated bibliography creation, so that the small assignments directly built into the larger ones, creating quite a constructive approach. I really enjoyed this design, and I think it gave students a lot of opportunity to be creative, both in their knowledge acquisition and skill development. It got a lot of positive feedback from students, both in terms of qualitative responses and in terms of higher than expected numbers of students successfully completing the course.